Good morning. Welcome to another Battletech Advanced stream. Hope you were having a good Saturday. I got a decent night's sleep last night. I was absolutely dog tired last night. I don't know what the deal was. I am dealing, though, I guess possibly it could be the allergies are just on the back burner and constantly wearing me out. But again, aside from a little sleepy, but I have coffee for that, I am feeling pretty good. I need to keep that coming. But let's go ahead and jump into the game. And we have some more money to make and salvage to claim. All right. 19 days from having Bang back on the field. My voice is messed up for some reason. How entertaining. Excuse me. Let's see if that restores it. It's better. All right. So, Command Center. Let's see what we got for work here. Not great paydays. This one's for 1 million. Surveillance pictures, settle down, Badlands. Hey, it's not urban. May not be battle ready. It won't matter if they're battle ready with what I'm going to be throwing at them. Just saying. I don't think I'm going to be finding anything terribly of value. I'm going to choose a single pick. That way, if there's a module that I just like absolutely would love to have, which, yeah, at A3 Skull, probably not going to find it, but it'll give me options. And now overwhelming power.
Mechwarriors, prepare for combat.
We are roughly at the 200 mark as far as days remaining in the session. So I'm not seeing a heck of a lot of difficulty coming up. But that means we'll be starting fresh in a Rogue Tech playthrough after this. And I am going to be absolutely constantly behind the 8-ball on that one. That's what happens when I start talking. More oxygen, more stuff in your sinuses. Wonderful. Individual points of armor, huh? Interesting. Probably not gonna happen. Ooh. I don't care if you got 8 evasion. It's only gonna help you this round, and it's going to be painful.
Letting the enemy go first.
You've got 3 people. Come on. It should not take this long. Yay! You can aim. The +8 evasion is helpful as well. Huh. Yeah, you better run.
Enemy flanking.
That looks like a pair of legs and like the lower half of a dwarf right there standing on a turtle. Maybe a gnome on a turtle. I don't know. That's kind of strange. Would be interesting if I could shoot that and it was damaged. Be pointless, but it would be interesting. Okay, so let's see, boot
Yes,
camp.
Commander.
Let's hustle.
Affirmative.
You only got 2 evasion. That's nice. Oh, there's a 4th one. Not that it matters.
Taking the shot.
Oh yeah, he's gone. Oh no, the missiles tapered off on their hit chance. Okay, you lucked out.
That is something good.
You took half of his mech away. Yeah, that's pretty good. ATMs? Thunderbolts? Rockets? What is that? He did some armor damage. Ah, Thunderbolt carrier. Probably Thunderbolt 5s?
What do you want?
Or maybe one Thunderbolt 10? I don't need to actually move. We're gonna go here.
Oh, I don't like going fast. It's scary.
And we're gonna delete you. It is Thunderbolt 5s. TBM. Okay.
Wow, he fell down like I do.
All right. Come on, what you gonna do? Come on. Hellspawn. You like your rockets.
Minimal damage on that hit.
Good to go, boss.
Yeah. Finish you off. Nope, wrong one. Wrong one. Finish you off.
Firing.
Ooh. He has a hole where his chest used to be.
Woo. Enemy down.
Ready for orders.
It does offer line of sight. We're gonna go that way.
Copy that.
Not great. Ooh, still connected though.
I'm here. Moving to position.
All right, Archangel, light them up.
Firing.
Nice clustering. He is not happy.
This just in.
Critical
Critical
hit.
Duncan Fisher here.
All right, Hunter.
Heading that way.
He should be pissing his pants right now.
That's the
Ooh,
way the
yeah,
Mechwarrior
he's
crumbles.
out. That is not something you want to see cresting over a hill.
What do you want? Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Commander. Yeah. All right, full speed.
Walking nightmare.
Good to go.
Just chilling in the pool. Out of targeting range.
Standing by.
Haha. Heavy rifle. You're not gonna waste the iron arc.
Copy that.
Clipped him with one.
Let's go wild, folks.
Unless you've got reinforcements, this is going to be a very, very short
Good
match.
to go, boss. Sprinting. We got this, bunnies. Woo! Enemy down.
All right, who's left? Weird. Maybe we just need to get through the turn. Seems strange.
On my way. Double time.
Maybe we just haven't got far enough to see the remainder.
Good to go.
Took him almost no time to decide to move.
Copy that.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
Commander.
Doesn't look like it wants you to go through the water.
Roger.
Probably
full
faster
speed.
just going around the outside edge.
Duncan Fisher here.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Receiving you. Looking out. Orders. Acknowledge.
What's up, boss?
No. Go back.
Ready for orders. Hauling in.
Hauling in.
Commander.
Commander.
Acknowledge.
Go step on that rubble. That was a big pilot.
Let's go wild, folks.
Good God. Where are they?
Good to go, boss.
How did they not know we're here?
Don't fall, don't fall.
I'm your spaniel. Affirmative.
Commander. No shooting, just running.
I'm picking up a new sensor trace. Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Okay, finally.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
Let's get you over in that area.
Acknowledge.
Not enough to get a target on him.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want? Oh, I don't like going fast. It's scary.
Duncan Fisher here.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? Let's make some bad
God, if that's
decisions.
all their reinforcements are, this is going to be painful.
Roger that. Standing by.
They literally should just turn around and run away screaming.
Roger.
Yeah, Commander. Understood. Moving fast. Good to go. Double time. Let's go.
So close. Okay, they got help. It's not going to be enough. Okay, 3, 4.
Let's go wild, folks.
Yeah, not enough.
Orders?
Not even 100-tonner. Oof. See,
Good
I
to go,
want
boss.
you, because I want you to be able to target lock somebody.
Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
Got
Lock
you
them
on
clear as
sensors,
day.
buddy. Good morning. Welcome. You scratched my paint job.
They even trying?
They're in a
Standing by.
griffin. What do you expect them to do?
On my way. Double time.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? Nice. That tree will not ever bother you again. He's giving me a couple shots. All right.
Receiving you.
Missile time.
On it.
Thank God for mute buttons.
Firing.
Ooh, that's a lot of missiles to the face.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Ah, God, I was
Alright,
sleeping.
I'm not
What do
gonna
you
waste
want?
that whole salvo on you. Eager Mech. 79. Precise Strike. Roughneck. Rico's Roughneck! Pow. Ooh.
Wow, he fell down
One
like
shot,
I do.
one kill. Okay, 60 missiles. But it was one Alpha
Waiting for
Strike.
orders.
Yes. Perfect opportunity.
Target acquired.
Ooh. That Hoyt.
That's a kill.
Hunter.
Duncan Fisher here.
Sprint.
Heading that way.
And let's remove a cockpit, shall we? Who's the lucky contestant? You. Ah, didn't get the head. Did I?
Mech destroyed.
Pilot lethal damage. I must have gotten the head with one of the shots. It looked like I hit the left torso. Okay, I'll take it.
On the clock. What do you want?
This is Violent Deconstruction Simulator.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
You said it, Tex.
One attitude adjustment coming right up.
Black Hog is going to be down, but not quite yet. Floppy.
Ready
Behemoth.
for orders.
Nope, I want floppy because I want to
Receiving you.
use the heavy Gauss because that just sounds
On the
like
move. Full speed.
another form of war crime. All right. Long range, precise strike.
Target acquired.
Boom. Very nice.
Critical hit, Commander. Orders. Roger, full speed.
And this should tear you up the rest of
Locking
the
on
way.
target.
Oh, I missed with one.
Waiting for orders.
Overkill.
Got it.
Can we get a good lock with the MRMs? Not great, but it's going to be more than enough.
Engage the target. Tango down.
To coin Bardul's
Successful.
terminology, hashtag mission. Blah, hashtag quick mission. That was shooting fish in a barrel. $1.2 million. No appreciable damage. Nine Thunderbolt 5s. Autocannon fire control. Nothing for equipment. We can get a whole roughneck. Fair enough. Confirm. Do not need machine gun ammo. Picked up some other chassis components, which is salvage. All right. 13 days to report. 193 days left. All right. Hiring hall. Anybody of interest? Pistol, Ridgeline, Verago. All right. Yeah, nothing. Let's look for something a bit more difficult, shall we? I want full skulls. I have visited there. I visited there. It's owned by the Capellans. It's got a black market. Neutral. I have not visited there. That sounds like an adventure. Expensive, but an adventure nevertheless. I have the
Roger that,
funds.
Commander. Course plotted.
Well, Bang will be back before we get to our destination. What kind of events will take place in a month almost of travel?
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
I think we were done. Yeah. I don't need that because I don't need to equip any more max. 180 days. We are getting closer. All right, back to traveling. Warframe, Summoner's Wrath, Warframe, Summoner's Wrath, Warframe, Summoner's Wrath, over and over and over and over and over again in Discord chat. Apparently, something is stirring in the Warcraft universe. Not a game that I have been able to get into. Plus, the movement affects my motion sickness. Or creates motion sickness. Because I'm special.
We've entered orbit, Commander. We've arrived at our destination,
Visit store. We're in Georgia. The Georgia constellation next to the Ford Galaxy. Salamander.
New weapon systems available.
Around 40. Let's round that out to an even 10.
New weapon systems available.
Rotary AC-5. Rotary Gauss Rifle. Uniquely clutched together, a trio of barrels that cycle like a revolver. This allows for up to 3 shots per one pull of the trigger. High risk of jamming. What is the jam chance on that? Compatible with fire control. Increased jam chance as it fires more shots, starting at 15% and increases to 25. I have one of these already. I'm gonna buy it
New weapon
because I can.
systems available.
Laser fire control at 4. TSM. Okay, that is getting very, very, very annoying. Okay. Now it will stop beeping in my ear. Gauss, Howitzer, LBX, Long Tom. Ammo rack 2.
New equipment available.
All right. Avian.
Tonight's selection is a big hit in the combine. STG's The Attack of the Polymer-Coated Man. Attendance is mandatory.
Attack of Plastic Man. All right. So let's check out the command center and see what we got for work to do. Oh, yeah. Lowlands. Pirate Force. Destroy them. Babysitting? Oh. Okay. Not a training one. The pirates already don't like us, so we don't lose anything by beating them up more. Oh, before I do this, barracks.
Stand by.
Shade.
Training complete.
Orders.
Tainted Loki.
Mechwarrior training complete.
Good to go.
Okay. Let's everybody can train there. And before I jump into battle, let's look at the hiring hall. I don't think we need anybody else for the rest of the match, but I would like to see what they got. Nothing. Okay. So, to the mission. Deploy. Yes, I know.
Mechwarriors, prepare for combat.
Ooh. That was a nice pop.
Command interface initiated.
No. Okay. Destroy the primary pylon. Let's ensure one of them stays alive. They are caught between us. Oh, this is bad.
Good to go, boss. Sprinting.
I live to serve. Good to go.
I've been in missions where they have just absolutely
Going
hosed
full
me by
throttle.
positioning. Now, the acculator is on the other foot. Literally, they are caught between a hard place and a immovable object.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want? Oh, I don't like going fast. It's scary.
Orders? Copy that.
Duncan Fisher here. Heading that way.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Standing by. All right, full speed.
Yeah, Commander. Going full throttle. What's up, boss? Acknowledged.
I mean, you're helping your cooling, but you're also kind of exposed there. Your missile fire control is terrible.
Good to go, boss. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
Commander?
Sprint.
All in ass.
Ooh. Oh, nope, he missed. That would have done wonders for his stability. Longbow. Missile platform. What? I don't get it.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Double time.
And knockdown. We're gonna walk over there and the match is gonna be over. Ooh. Cyclops took a hell of a hit. Ooh. Yeah, well, they're the ones standing out in the water, and I can't get close to them yet.
God, I was sleeping. What do you want? Oh, I don't like going fast. It's scary.
Yeah, I can actually paint some missiles now. Let's hammer the Zeus. See if we can draw its ire.
Yes, Commander. I copy.
They now realize they are surrounded. Trying to finish off the awesome. Did not succeed.
Duncan Fisher here. Heading that way.
Well, it would have been more of a pincer move if I wasn't so bloody far away from them.
Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
What do you need? Aye, aye. Roger that. Receiving you.
We have an LOS? Okay. I mean, not great, but it's better than nothing.
Target lock on enemy's rear.
Come on, one hit. Just one. No.
Negative damage.
You mean you healed him? Shame on you.
Receiving you. Ready for orders.
Behemoth.
Double time. Let's
no,
go.
no hit chance. I'm not concerned about them.
Good to go, boss. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
Only thing that I had to hit them over there currently is the freaking missile systems.
Waiting for orders.
Archangel.
Gotcha.
Interesting angle, but I'll take the fact that I can hit him. Hello, Holy Gizmo. How are you this morning?
Yes, boss? Double time, let's go!
I can't get at the Zeus anymore, damn it. That's annoying.
Got the angle, taking the top.
It is still my morning. I am working on my first of God knows how many cups of coffee. And by cups, I mean 32-ounce travel mugs.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
It's been peaceful so far this morning. Got a decent night's sleep, and I am having some fun blowing some stuff up. Okay, you need to get off the field. Goodbye. Come on. Leave the field. How dare you?
Wow, he fell down.
Oh, he is gone. Sweet. So, you playing base game, Rogue Tech, Advanced, or just interested in all things mecha?
On the move, full speed.
Yes, I can get him. If you can call it get him. Damn. Gotcha. This is my first playthrough on BTA. I am, I've never played the mods to the end of a season. So I'm like 193 days left. So I am playing to finish that, and then I will be starting my first streamed Rogue Tech, which I firmly expect to get my butt handed to me repeatedly.
Firing at enemy.
I have experience playing the Rogue Tech mod in the past. I actually jumped from the Battletech base game to that initially. And yeah, it's night and day difference in difficulty.
Duncan Fisher here.
You guys are not going to get into the match because you're too slow.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
You to get in range, Tex. That is what I want.
Yep. I copy. Orders. On my way. Double time.
You have a smooth day, I hope,
Commander?
since yours is winding down.
Small border received.
Race. Gotcha.
Standing by.
I am doing Wilds, Monster Hunter Wilds playthrough as well, and it's my first real focused adventure into that universe. I tried Arise when it was a free demo, and I could not get into it. But Wilds has been a lot of fun, though I have to say some of the animations of you eating just are very, very disturbing for some strange reason. Psychotic eating expressions. That's the best way I can describe it. Dude, they're on the backside of that hill. I'm going to have the hardest time keeping any of them alive. Alright, those that can shoot ahead will. Those who cannot will go after the people on this side. Can we just course straight through his back? Not enough. I haven't tried Worlds. Hopefully I didn't mix up the names. Wilds is what I've been playing just in case. I don't have remotely that much time. I am currently running a hunter with the, I think it's the heavy bow gun and the charge axe.
Thy will be done. On my way.
Binaries have evasion ignore. I will have to check that for you. I do not know off the top of my head. They are still 8 evasion. So we're gonna brace. Nope, defensive formation. Perfect. I've got a Draconis Combine Marauder variant and a Marauder 2 that is binary laser based for focused headshots.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
I want that Zeus stone, but the hit chance is terrible. Let's get the Atlas off the field. It's amazing. Alright, he is definitely out of that picture.
Wow, he fell down like I do.
Get him, Grandpa. By far, the Marauder is my favorite mech of all time. I've got a nice collection. Not all of them yet, but I'm working on it.
Waiting for orders.
Boot camp. Can I get a better... Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it that way. We'll go here. That way I can hit missiles on them and beam weapons on the others. Split targeting. And which one of you? Oof. Let's go A and B. Oh, it's even worse. All right. We'll just hopefully be able to get their attention. Oh, good. The Zeus is down. My experience with light mechs is I burn through them. Probably because I tend to be a bit more brawly in that aspect. Better hit chance, but less back armor.
Roger, full speed.
Let's see, 24. We're gonna go for you. Cluster, Gauss, everything.
Locking on target.
And you missed the Gauss. How dare you? Come on, I need to get to one of the binary laser guys. I can go in to matches, duels, where it is duels, and I am just the only person, and I wield my Marauder with 3 binary lasers, a designation locator, and I can take out assaults. It's just a matter of time and positioning, and I just keep headshotting them, and it's freaking amazing. There may be other ones that have a good mix of mobility, armor, and innate abilities, but this playthrough, the Marauder has absolutely shined through. I would say better than the Marauder 2 for headshots. The Draconis Combine version has just been a beast. Duels are free money.
Heading that way. Lighting them up.
Bye-bye. The cockpit shots are the way to go. If you could specialize on that, so much less armor to burn through. Whether it's just 3 binary lasers or all 4, 3 to 4 chances of taking out the cockpit in one shot, unless they've got some kind of an up armor to their cockpit. It's just glorious.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Woden? You can go away, bot.
Attitude adjustment coming right up.
You're a stocky guy. Medium razor. Medium laser and SRM4 maybe?
Good to go. Roger.
The MRM30s are good on that one. Let's take the stalker out.
I'm on it.
Dance, stalker, dance.
Ready for orders. Double time. Let's go.
Goodbye.
Hostile eliminated.
What's up, boss?
Floppy.
Double time. Let's go.
Apply a liberal use of your heavy gauss, please. Single ERPPC and the ability, no damage restriction when you shoot only one weapon. Yeah.
Waiting for orders.
Nope. It'd be a charge.
Coordinates received.
This is gonna hurt. Oh yeah.
Wild, folks.
Good to go, boss.
Okay, binary laser has +2 accuracy, 20% chance to deal a critical hit by default. That's its current bonuses, at least with this. Whoa, come on, catch up here. Heinz!
Sprinting.
Yep. You.
Firing.
Ooh, that may have been a headshot even without using it. Nope. Okay. Looked really close. Oh, they got that longbow. They have no AMS. Oh, this is not good for him. So the first several rounds, this longbow has done nothing but shoot PPCs, which is the weirdest choice for a longbow ever. And now it decides to shoot missiles.
I'm here.
I highly suggest that do everything.
I'm excited now.
Do everything you can do to be able to pinpoint accuracy and focus fire. Your fire controls everything because they are vicious. But you are gonna have to make sure you have adequate cooling because they are kind of warm. I think this is my first playthrough that I really focused on the binaries, and they pay off quite well. See, that's how you handle a longbow.
God,
Grandpa?
I was sleeping. What do you want?
I want you to remove him from existence. That will protect the remaining group on the other side.
Standing by.
Can I get both yet? Split target again.
ton of hit.
40 more missiles to finish you off. Hopefully. Nope. But we did get the PPC.
Ready for orders.
Your benefit is very much so going to be using a actual brawler.
Roger.
Something that can take some beating while you get into position.
Engaging. Mechwarriors, show 'em what you've got. Critical hit.
Fall down, go boom. You cherry picking. I see how it is. Well, they did take out one of your pilots. I guess I can slight you
Duncan Fisher here.
a little bit of revenge. I need someone with positioning, and I don't think any of my guys have it. One moment. All right, sorry about that phone call. Apparently, there was some really bad weather where my family live, and it took out a tree in the front yard, and that was not a small tree. I requested them to send me a picture because I'd like to know just how much damage was done. Thankfully, it did not injure anyone or any of the, or not any of the house, but the house. But dude, that must have been some freaking crazy winds. Yeah, you can't really do anything.
Heading that way.
Use distraction, have an Owens. Yeah, absolutely. Fast 2 medium lasers, but kicks in the enemy, get rid of their evasion. Yeah, I noticed in the base game, especially in, I think Rogue Tech is similar, is you shave off evasion by shooting them. In Battletech Advanced, it does not remove evasion. Not remotely. So that was something to get used to.
On the clock, what do you want? Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Yeah. Affirmative.
You guys aren't going to be able to do anything in time. It's going to be the missiles that
Waiting for orders.
finish off that longbow, because you can't get over the hill.
Ready for orders. Understood. Moving fast. Orders.
If he's dumb enough to try to come up over the hill, that's another story. Can I get up high enough for a range shot? No.
Hauling ass.
Let's go wild, folks.
Missiles, please.
Good to go, boss.
You're not missiles.
All done, boss.
Allied. Do you have enough left in you? He is literally ripe for the picking. Oh yeah, you got him. Ha ha ha. Whew.
Mission successful.
They had called me to make sure that the phone system was still up. And so I was like, oh wow. It's empty. I'm gonna have to make some more. All right. No appreciable damage, no crit, nothing like that. Get a whole stalker to sell. Could get a whole longbow. Alarm 20s, gyro jets, rocket launcher 20s, pulses, 340. Just stuff for money. Periphery arms. Feed. Heavy, large lasers. I've ran into those in a previous playthrough, but I can't. I think that was in Rogue Tech, and it's been a while, so I can't say what my experience was with those were. A lot of salvage there. Supposedly 28 million, almost 29 million in value. That might be the way to go, especially if you can find the balance between more hit chances to potentially farm criticals. With that added accuracy over the binaries. The difference is crit fishing in a sense versus I want to blow through one specific point of that mech and see daylight through the other side. That is not the one that I wanted. All right. Capture a base. Ooh. I suppose that would be attributed to the fact that it's a more sustained beam, so you're reliquefying potentially armor. It's not burning as hot because it's running longer, so less of a chance of puncturing. That's just a guess, though. Holding a base. If I can get to the base, I don't think I'm gonna have a chance. Or I should say, not that I won't have a chance. I won't have a problem. This is definitely looking like it's going to be a more serious fight. Especially since I am going to be tanking as much of that damage as possible so they don't take the facility out from underneath me. I will be right back. I'm gonna grab another drink. Probably not coffee this time though. I'll have some more later. But hold on. All right, let's get this mission underway. Curse of
Command
glasses.
interface initiated.
I may see more, but I also may see more of things I don't want to see, like dust and God knows what else. I have a freaking HEPA filter, air filter running in the background just to try to keep this room as pollen and particulate free due to my allergies. And still, I end up with dust. Too windy around here. Oh, so cooler running for me and also, unfortunately, for my enemies. There is my target. Good God, just dropped me 12 miles away. Okay, it's not really that bad, but yeah.
Good to go, boss.
That looks like a slippery slope. Good God. Good thing they weigh a ridiculous amount, but I don't think that's gonna help if it's as saturated as it looks.
I'm ready.
hell of a mudslide. God, could you imagine trying to stand up in a mech with that kind of soft ground underneath
Commander.
you? That sounds like a nightmare.
Confirmed.
Just keeping your balance would be rough.
Oh, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
You're already unsteady on your feet there, Grandpa. Be careful.
Standing by. Confirmed.
Duncan Fisher here. Heading that way.
Harvest time. Yeah, I don't take well to ragweed, hay fever. Ugh. But I actually had a allergy test done when I moved here. I didn't take an allergy test before, but I was looking to see if I could try to find some options. And they put a whole bunch of dots of different types of allergens from the region and surrounding areas on your back. And wait, that's not what I was trying to do. And they label them 1 through 40, 50, whatever the number of drops.
Yeah.
And then they poke you with a, I mean, might as well be like a pack or
Confirmed.
something is kind of how it feels. It's not anything really rough, but enough to break the skin. And then they wait 15 minutes and then they come back and they rate it based off of the level of irritation. And let's just say the allergist's words are the best explanation that I could ever come up with when it comes to my allergies. The first thing that he said when he walked into the room and saw my back was, "Oh dear." And the next sentence was, "How long were you planning on staying?" Yeah. So, I am very allergic to every form of tree, weed, and grass pollen, which I was very much already aware of because I had similar symptoms where I came from. And since I'm allergic to all of them, it makes sense that, I take multiple allergy medications to not look like I've been infected by the T virus.
What's up, boss? On the move. Full speed.
Here's something moving.
Waiting for orders.
Orders, move forward.
Roger, full speed.
Bunny here. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall.
Are we even gonna get there before the fighting starts?
I'm receiving you. Acknowledged.
I would say the distance from destination has been one of the
Yes, Commander.
hardest things to compensate for in this particular playthrough season, because if it drops you in a place where you are just like the hell and gone from your target or what you have to defend, it's just you are paying for basically fielding the most destructive power that you can, because speed ends up playing a major component. And I've got some very slow movers and I got some middle of the road as far as pacing is concerned, and for the most part it's paid off. I'm making money and I've got good equipment, but it can be brutal when speed and distance are, well, you need to cover a lot of distance, needing a good amount of speed. What was that? I see. Grandpa,
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you
it's
want?
time for you to say hello. Even with that, damn. He's only got 3 evasion. Why did you not go up on the hill where I told you? Oh, good grief. Something that I did not figure out soon enough is there's this controlled or careful maneuvering, and I started out this session or season and did not know that you could use it to unstuck your characters. I thought you were basically just screwed. And when I found that out, I was like, great, that allows me to get off the top of buildings, or when they stick you somehow inside some form of the terrain, you can just maneuver your way out of it, which is a godsend in that case. But it's also kind of silly that you're having to deal with that in the first place.
Let's move.
With that, though, one thing I do recall in Rogue Tech is I had the same similar problem. If I did not place it down correctly, I could get myself stuck. It just is learning to know and properly use the tools provided.
Duncan Fisher here.
No one runs like Duncan.
Heading that way.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? Let's make some quick decisions at high speed.
These people must be fans of Star Wars, because all I can hear from them is, I have the high ground.
Yes, Commander. Got it.
Yeah, that's where I found out about it. I love watching his streams.
Receiving you.
His are really good.
I copy.
He's got a great disposition and demeanor. He is having fun, and you are along for the ride. Another one I really, really like watching is Text of the Black Pants Legion. I mean, for crying out loud, he's got his own mods that have been created for him,
Let's move.
which is awesome. I think it would be cool if they did something like that for Baradul as well. Not Baradul. Is it? Yeah, Baradul. I keep saying it and thinking I'm making references to one of the characters. No, it's Baradun in the Viva La Dirt League Epic NPC Man universe. They're just so similar. Not great,
I copy.
but that's a connection. That works.
Standing by. Understood. Moving fast.
Eh.
Roger that.
Can one hit? Nope.
No joy.
None whatsoever.
Let's go wild, folks.
My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined.
Good to go, boss. Sprinting.
Actually, no. I'm still gonna go for the head.
Firing.
One. Come on. Didn't work. That is one of the nice things. I have heard that, and I've experienced it to a degree. Definitely when it comes to people who play the video games, but I have not had the opportunity to actually do like the tabletop for Battletech yet. I just a little bit ago found out that there is a local group here where I live
On my way.
now that does play the game,
Taking the
and
shot.
I picked their brain for a few minutes at a Comic-Con just to find out what the experience is like, because until I came here I hadn't really done any tabletop genuinely to speak of. I ended up finding a D&D group here to try to make some friends and try out a form of gaming that sounds fun. I like spinning tales and so on and so forth, and I had found that before I had found that there was actually a Battletech group. So I had my focus on that for a while, and that's waned off, unfortunately. One of the things that I've heard and learned firsthand as well, that your different groups, which I'm gonna rabbit trail, but they will go through waves of having matching schedules and everything, and everybody's able to play, and then it will taper off. Life changes, which of course makes sense, and you end up having to find a new group or change your game, so on and so forth. Having long-term stable groups are not easy to come by. At some point I would like to hit up that group and see what the actual experience is with the full tabletop. Not really great, but I'll take it.
No shooting, just running.
Atlas. Okay. Horrible hit chance. So we go for the Atlas. Welcome to the stream, by the way. See a couple
Duncan Fisher
additional
here.
people have stopped by.
Ready for orders.
That's not what I was trying to do, but thanks. Suppose I could give you your turn first. Hello? Camera control. Earth to camera control. Better option, I guess.
Engaging target.
Hit him! Just armor.
Duncan Fisher here. Heading that way.
Through the center torso. I'm not gonna go for a headshot. More structure, but not enough.
Receiving you.
Behemoth. Ugh. Terrible.
Confirmed.
All three hit. I'll take it.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
No. Yes. I'd try to split the difference, but I'd rather maximize the damage.
Let's see if I'm sober enough to line this up.
Yeah, I got that impression. I was really curious because of the fact that um, I will see different books and such that have stories and campaigns and everything, but I had never encountered anything remotely like that. It felt like Battletech was more pulled out of just having two teams fighting against each other and less of a overall story. They did weave stories into the games, but um, I never saw campaigns. Again, we moved a lot. My dad was in the military, so finding a group like that when, especially you're younger, not really practical. The closest I had ever gotten was to a singular couple D&D matches, which were a bunch of kids trying to play the game and not necessarily doing it right. But I was really curious as to, is there a story to Battletech, or is it just side A fights side B with your most basic played sessions? I did end up running across some content that was available that actually had campaigns and stories. I was like, that's cool. But aside from the technical readouts, I wasn't seeing anything in my initial investigation other than that. It's great that it has history and lore and capabilities and all the different variants. I must have read my 3025 manual countless times. That was one of my favorite books when I was growing up. And then I picked up on the novelizations and Michael Stackpole, a bunch of other authors, and I loved the actual universe that it was set in. It was a lot of fun. I'm not even bothering wasting it.
Yep. Double time. Let's go. Roger that.
Ooh. That was very nice. It is interesting. It does seem that you end up running into a lot of people who end up on the mercenary side of it, just from the discussions that I've heard, because of the freedom that it involves and, you know, potential profit. Also, probably takes place in a lot of lore simply because of the fact that your DM, or whatever that would be in Battletech, if there is a different terminology, which I don't know. If you're mercs, the people are responsible for their history and reasoning and their taking of jobs, as opposed to the DM having to RP faction leadership, adding more characters onto their plate that they have to keep track of.
Sprinting.
Both are viable targets, but this one potentially get you off the field.
Firing.
Binaries funnel. Not enough to take out the engine though.
Sucks to be that guy.
It does indeed.
Waiting for orders.
For being as clunky as you are, I am amazed that you were as difficult to hit.
Confirmed.
Ooh, got the ammo.
Let's get this done. Tango down.
I like the game setup on this because of the fact you get a lot of the Battletech tabletop experience, and
Damage
it is
minimal.
laid out really well. As I agree with Tex's take on this, I think that it is an absolute travesty that there is not in the foreseeable future a sequel to this, a follow-up. It is got great bones. It needs work.
Standing by.
But there is so much potential that is in this game that is made very clear by the modders who are passionate about the game, and it's a sad thing that they are not doing anything more with it.
Target was Alpha Strike.
I'm glad we have the modders though, because Battletech Advanced and Rogue Tech just keep it alive and growing.
On.
The idea of
God,
this
I
getting
was
to the
sleeping.
point
What do you want?
where a new release version of this is made
Oh, I
that
don't like going fast.
supported
Scary.
people working together directly on the field, having multiple lances and it being seamless, and making that as like raid content, like with other games where instead of running your singular character, you actually control your lance. Be amazing. All right, well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you bantering. Makes it a lot more fun. Enjoy dinner.
Commander. On it.
You see that thing? Remove it from existence, please.
Engaging with target. It's go time.
Good job. I was not expecting you to accomplish that. That was brutal.
Duncan Fisher here.
Dude, this Challenger, that is another mech, or well, vehicle in this particular mod pack, at least, that punches way above its weight.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
You're not in a high speed mech, so it'll be bad decisions in a slow speed.
Waiting for orders. All right, full speed.
Standing by.
Alright, I guess now we go up and over. 5
Ready
hours
for orders.
later.
Going full throttle.
Okay, we got 185 tonner over there.
Let's go wild, folks.
Star League era manufacturing. And how is
Still reading enemy contact.
Comstar not
You
here?
need to secure the area before you can proceed.
Space AT&T would not approve. Oh, this could be a short fight. If I actually select the right location.
Firing.
Speaking of which,
Woo! Enemy down.
God, that mech is so mean.
Ready for orders. Roger that.
If I have the opportunity to pick up one of those in any other playthrough, you can bet I am gonna snag that variant. It's so vicious.
How's it going?
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
Good to go. No shooting, just running.
Run faster.
Duncan Fisher here.
Ugh.
Heading that way.
Try to go up the road.
I'm on the clock. What do you want? Let's make some bad decisions at high speed.
Roger. Aye, aye.
Oddly enough, I feel like the King Crab has better mobility
Commander?
than the Marauder 2.
On my way. Double time. Orders. Confirmed.
All right, let's get down to it.
Move into position. Confirm.
Position confirmed.
Hey,
Roger.
how you doing, Spiffy?
You're asking a lot of an old guy.
I hope you and Victor are doing well still.
Moving out.
Rolling.
Heading that way.
Coordinates received.
Moving out.
Confirmed. Acknowledged.
Absolutely wonderful to hear.
I've got eyes on hostile reinforcements. They're heading your way.
Working, streaming, decent. Had wisdom teeth removed. I am no longer as intelligent as I was once, and yeah.
Good to go, boss.
Did not realize just how much that affects the sensations in my mouth. I had all four ripped out October, November of last year, and I am having a crown done to one of the teeth, and I had talked to him about it and I asked him some questions because the level of temperature sensitivity that my mouth now has is completely different than what it was before the wisdom teeth were removed. It's like I was more insulated, which I guess that kind of makes sense. And now I avoid super cold drinks, which before everything was ice cold, because it hurts the back of my teeth. I may desensitize from that over time, but it's something else.
Receiving you.
Yeah, well, that so far, it sounds like it's not an issue. But I had multiple impacted teeth, or wisdom teeth, and the dentist, when they're looking at it after the fact, said that normally when the tissue grows back, it fills in that area to a pretty decent degree. And they said, in my case, particularly on this side, there is it's fully healed, but it did not fill up as much. So there's less coverage by the gums back there. So it may be something that I'm just stuck with because that's just the way I healed. It's better than it was. I will give it that. But yeah, we have our MCM combat event later on today, and I'm hoping to get some more potential practice in on the new game mode that Florian has been working on. It's escort style combat, similar to like moving the convoy in Overwatch or in Mecha Break. Changes up the dynamics of the game a good bit. That sounds like an enjoyable time.
Acknowledged.
Is Victor still crazy busy? Ow.
Armor holding.
Duncan Fisher here.
Yeah, nowhere near.
Heading that way.
He dreams of combat, but he is way too far back. Oh, that's great. That's awesome. I had, before I moved here, the job that I left, not great work-life balance, and I have pretty much, I burned myself out on that. And the job that I currently have, I've got basically a 9 to 5.
Good to go.
Or 8:30 to 5.
Location confirmed.
And they decided to provide the option of a alternating schedule of 4 10s, then 5 8s, rinse and repeat. And all I can think of is, I don't want 10-hour days. All you're doing is just condensing one day into the anyway, I don't like it. You're just moving your free time from one day or a whole bunch of days into one extra day, but it's every other week.
Standing by.
It would be slightly different if it was the same thing every week, but the alternating idea of a 5 8s 4 10s just makes my skin crawl. And there's a lot of people who like it, and more power to them, but there's at least one other person, possibly two, that has declined the offer. And I don't understand why
What's up, boss?
they are even trying to push it the way they are at my job. I don't see
On my way.
the benefit
Double time.
of that. You're still responsible to get them the hours, And it just means your team is potentially understaffed on short weeks. It's just strange. They alternate the groups of people, but yeah, no. I would rather work 5 days and then get off at a decent time where I can unwind. I don't want to just eat something and have to go to bed. Oh, that's wonderful. Warm, fuzzy feelings.
Engaging with target. Target's taken a critical hit.
Let's go wild, folks.
Good to go, boss.
$74, $60.
Sprinting.
Binary.
Sometimes you get just for kicks in. Straight to the head. Oh, kind of feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Light damage. Holding firm.
Thy will be done. Yes, Commander. On my way. Double time.
Unreasonable people make life unnecessarily difficult. That's all I have to say.
Ah, God, I was sleeping. What do you
Grandpa.
want? You're asking a lot of an old guy.
Finish the grasshopper, please. Huzzah! And stuff.
Wow, he fell down like I do.
Good to go.
Let's see. $50.
Oh yeah. Who got it? Copy that.
Oh, wow.
Hell,
I'm not complaining. I was not expecting that quick of a kill.
down. Yes, Commander.
Guess you're just staying there.
On it.
As long as you still got your email address, it'll be fine.
Nothing I can't handle.
Damage minimal.
The only real question is which avatar will you be in? God, they're not
Heading
even
that
gonna
way.
make it into the fight. You're so far back.
I'm on the clock. What do you want?
Orders. On my way. Double time. Yeah?
Oh, you might actually get one shot at least.
Affirmative.
Waiting for orders. Full speed. No target. Good to go. Yes, Commander.
30 or... That's not helpful.
Engaging.
Hit with 2.
Let's go wild, folks.
Buddy here.
Alright. Headshot time. You remembered it. Good job. I am doing an amazing job of not clicking the right target, or it's being too sensitive.
Straight to the head.
Not a headshot. They really don't like that tank.
Showing minor damage.
I live to serve.
I mean,
Double time. Let's go.
Grandpa?
Oh, God, I was sleeping. What do you want?
Yep. Can you pull it off, though? That is the question. Beat him down!
I broke him like my hip.
Yes, boss? Roger.
Wilco.
Affirmative.
Nice.
Target neutralized. Receiving you.
Most I can do is get missiles in.
Copy.
You are all alone. There is no one there beside you.
Roger that.
Your friends are all gone. Well, you know the rest.
Duncan Fisher here.
If you knew the levels of fucked you currently
Heading
are,
that way.
what is running up on you slowly and steadily,
I'm on the clock.
you'd be
What do you want?
ejecting by now.
Orders. Aye, aye.
Good to go. Commander.
All right, Banshee, time to wail.
On it.
All three, 150 damage.
Let's go wild, folks. Bunny here.
Ooh, very nice. You now have a gaping hole in your chest.
Bad for him.
I'm here.
Well, that was a nice glitch. Weird choice, but
Oh,
okay.
God, I was sleeping. What do you want? All right, boys, follow me. We're gonna go shoot the moon, Kaiser.
Waiting for orders. Roger that.
Goodbye.
Firing.
Facility didn't even take any appreciable damage.
Mech destroyed.
Very nice.
Mission successful.
Yeah, I don't think I got any appreciable damage. Any of it is going to be armor. All right. So, nothing is in groups. It's all split up. Okay, so much for getting whole mechs. Well, I might be able to get one. Not that I necessarily want any of them. Some basic stuff. Atlas is the probably highest value pick. If I get that other part, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, you got a whole Atlas. $38 million in value, supposedly. I do not think that is accurate, but you know, what can you do? I'm not short on cash. Well, that was no appreciable damage, so no repairs. Yeah, I mean, that was all profit. Let's go ahead and do some training.
Receiving you.
Shade.
Mechwarrior training complete.
Got 8,000. One more match, and I'll be able to fill out another skill point.
What do you need?
Tainted is now
Training complete.
max level. Very nice. All I have is Shade left to finish cultivating, and everybody will be fully maxed. 161 days. Started, I think, at 193. So yeah, we're a little bit of a month. So we've got probably 5 or 6 more months, basically. Let's clear out some storage, shall we? Do not want the assassin. Do not want that. 500,000. Okay, value. Have not cleaned up in a few matches. Do not want that Zeus. Do not want the Charger. Up to 66 million. Very nice. Do not want the Stalker. 67 mil. Do not need the extra Banshee parts. The Schwerner Gustav. I am keeping one longbow as a backup. I'm not interested in having more than one. It's doing great. Just the way it is. Almost 70 million. Crazy. Get rid of this Atlas part. And we can get rid of that. 70 million! Okay. I have more money than sense. It doesn't beat when I was goofing off before and having a hated reputation. I spent like several million just to get access for a month to the black market, only to find out they were selling an Annihilator for like 122 million. So even though I get access to the market, everything is still priced so high, there is no point in actually doing it. But it was a fun little experiment. I didn't want the Annie anyway. It wasn't okay. All right. We have 2 more missions here before we really need to leave. For value anyway. Maybe 3 since it's over 1 million. Might be able to get bonuses. But well, I think that's going to wrap it up for this session. Spiffy, thanks for stopping by. I hope to catch you during the MCM combat event. I will be streaming it later as well, so if you don't actually make it into MCM, you can stop by here, of course. And then everybody else who is here, thank you for stopping by. You as well, Spiffy. And I look forward to catching you guys again in another stream. Take care.